Happy Life, chapter 168. Surreptitiously, intrigue sneaks its way into your heart, closing the door of your sentiments to serenity. You turn cold and calculating, heartless and defensive towards others, who perhaps do not deserve this reaction from you. Intriguers always find a way to poison you. Knowing your temperament, they subtly infiltrate your defenses, injecting you with toxic information. Fight back against intrigue and educate intriguers so that they will leave you in peace and have peace themselves, thereby changing their mindset and their morals. So this is one, I would say, very, very powerful way in which spirits who are not so interested in our happiness, may them be incarnate or discarnate ones, come to trouble us, to derail us from this path of serenity, as Juana puts here. So intrigue is just that, right? So it's information that may not be true, but it really does no good. It does not bring anything good whatsoever. So it is important that we recognize that when people bring information to us, is there any basis for that information, right? Does the people who are sharing that information, do they have all the facts? Do we have all the facts? I mean, how can we judge things? How can we form a point of view when a lot of times we really don't even know half of the story? But we are very, very fast sometimes to open our minds and our souls for all this information. What comes in my mind is like a garbage truck that's coming and then just kind of pours all the garbage into our psychic, and we take it in. And so if information comes to you that makes you uneasy and doesn't bring anything good, it's intrigue. It's like really teasing and creating pollution, and it's toxic. It is within your power to say, listen, I'm not interested, okay? I'm not, draw the line, set the limits. That's what Joanna really recommends. Fight back against intrigue and educate intriguers so that they will leave. I'm not interested. I respect that you were wanting to talk about this, but this does not serve me, doesn't bring anything good. And so it's really, really important when it comes to our mind, to our inner world, that we attend, that we pay attention to what we are absorbing, to what we are letting into our mental realm, into our psychic, because that plays a huge role in our harmony, in our peace. A lot of times it's going to generate a number of feelings that weren't there in first place, and that you're going to become defensive, you're going to close your heart. And I always say this to myself, I'd rather be seen as the one who is naive, who is too soft sometimes, than to live that way, armed against others and, calculating movements, becoming so defensive against people. It's not a nice way of living. It doesn't really bring any peace and anything good to anyone's heart and life. So if we're seeking to be happy, it's important that we set limits to what people share, shy away from intrigue, set the limits necessary, and stay centered in yourself and focusing on the things that are good. If something is happening that's whatever, things are going to get fixed with time. but it's best if you remain centered and open and loving and wishing well to every single person.